¿Qué tal amigos? ¿Cómo están? Soy Julio Jaimes de Inicios La Raíz. El día de hoy tenemos un video preparado bastante bonito. Es una cápsula de la inauguración de una galería de arte llamada No Man Art Gallery, que esta galería de arte tiene un mensaje muy contundente y muy padre. Es para apoyar a los artistas emergentes que puedan lograr globalizar más su arte. Esta galería viene desde Amsterdam y va itinerante en diferentes países para que se pueda apoyar a talento local. Y pues bueno, en esta presentación va a ser en Doctor Atl 62, ahí en la colonia Santa María la Ribera. Van a estar desde el 13 de noviembre hasta el 20 de noviembre. La entrada es gratuita. Son 3 pisos llenos de arte de 15 artistas emergentes. Y pues la verdad promete bastante. Espero que les guste el video y nos acompañen por favor en esta aventura.
Amsterdam. We have 2 spaces in Amsterdam, and every year we set up a pop-up gallery in another country. So this year we opened temporarily in Mexico City, and we've been to previous locations of us. Were in Shanghai, in Iran, in South Africa, in various European countries.
Okay.
And every year we take all these artists, a selection of all these artists, to a different location. So here you will find 7 Mexican-based artists, okay, exhibited together with artists from Iran, from the Netherlands, from France, from South Africa.
Okay.
And it's really about the cross-fertilization and the cross-interaction between these artists, and also trying to find a different alternative market for them early in their career.
Okay.
And every limitation or every situation that might limit them, we hope to mitigate. Okay. So, yeah, welcome.
So normally I work with plastic bags, and I make a collage out of them, and use a screen print technique to suggest some brush strokes. But now I leaned in a bit more into the different techniques
and styles,
like you know, woodcut, and pressing. So these are like this is a huge plank that I like. We call it gutsen in Dutch, but I don't know what it's called in English. You take out the pieces of wood.
Like scrap, right?
Yeah, you scrap it out, and then you put the color on top of it and roll it in. And what I also did before rolling it in with ink, I set the wood on fire.
Okay.
So it becomes this like transcendental thing. It carries fire within the wood as well, you know.
Okay.
So
yes.
I like to play with things that carry other things.
With the textures, right?
Textures, but also with the techniques. So
also with techniques.
burning the wood would also mean like taking parts of the wood out.
Okay.
And I use some childhood memories, like the cartoon of Tasmanian Devil.
Okay.
And then I use this colorway to create that colorway. So I also want to show that tests or process is also part of the game, of the work.
Of the work of all of the art.
And then this would be like the front side, and I like to play with painting, suggest what painting could be, but then place it sculpturally in the round.
Okay.
In the atmosphere. And I do also play with like 3D objects. This is a photographic reproduction technique, just like screen print is. It also uses, just like screen print, it makes use of light as a source. These were all 3D objects that I laid on top of this cloth.
Okay.
And then where the sun cannot hit the cloth, it stays white. Mm-hmm. And it's called cyanotype because it's cyanotype. Yeah, it turns into cyan color.
Okay.
And so I create collages with different materials and objects, and then place them back in a flat surface.
Yes.
As a painting, but then hang it also like sculpturally. So it's just like all these playful references towards what is flat or what could be 3D or things that I've drawn with my hand but went to the machine, copied, printed out. It goes through rounds.
It's incredible.
Yeah, great. Thank you. And this bag, or like these.
Like these?
Yeah, they remind me of the bags that we carried when we were migrants becoming into Holland.
Okay.
We had these bags with us, and I like to use references that are always like burned in the brain, you know. And yeah, it's a playful thing to play with materials and objects
and memories.
And memories, yeah.
All of the techniques that you are all talking about.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So these become like ghosts of formerly objects that were once there.
Yeah.
So it's also about the action of putting things there, decorative, take them out, but still in a way the data of the objects is imprinted on the canvas, you know. And instead of just screen printing when you press like ink over the so yeah, I use this often as my brush strokes on paintings. Okay. But now I thought like to directly use the screen itself.
Okay.
And because the screen carries traces of usage, and I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very nostalgic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nostalgic, in a way like if you mean it in a way like the things that have taken place. Yeah. Yes. Like as a reference of an action or yeah.
For me, art is about visualizing some complexities in life that are not communicated through language or through reason, but it's really from a more existential, more abstract level. It shows certain complexities in a different way through materiality, and that is surprising you every single time with every single artist in a different way. And I think that for me is the most inspiring thing about art, is that it opens a new world for you in a different way, through a different lens.
Espero que les haya gustado mucho el video y sé que me tardé muchísimo en subirlo, pero todavía tenemos 4 días para poder acompañar a los artistas de esta hermosa galería y pues sobre todo seguir fomentando y apoyando este tipo de proyectos que hacen que el mundo artístico sea un poquito menos hostil para todos los artistas que están empezando. Entonces, por favor, los que puedan, va a atravesarse fin de semana, va a haber puente, por favor apoyen y pues vayan al lugar para que este tipo de eventos se sigan repitiendo en Ciudad de México. Cuídense mucho y hasta luego.